And you pick the weight.
So we'll go ahead and start. Chase, you all set? Good. Okay, welcome folks. Call this meeting to order. This is the town board agenda meeting, March 17th, 2026. Please rise and we'll salute the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Abbott. Councilwoman Pettis.
Here.
Councilwoman McMahon.
Here.
Councilman Morton. Supervisor Niles.
here. Okay, I assume there's our attorney. Thank you, Mary. I assume there's agendas over there if anybody wants to see them. Have quite a few things on the agenda. Most of them are short, will be short discussions, but the first thing is we have to ask everybody to leave. We want to go into executive session.
We need a motion. to go into-
Somebody give me a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
I'd like to speak to Mr. Boyd first. And so everybody else has got to leave. Darren Cirillo, you'll be second, okay?
go to the town search too. I don't tell them anything. It's not my job to do that.
Okay,
Stop.
now where's the agenda?
All set? Okay, welcome back. Or re-adjourning or restarting, whatever the right word is.
Dean?
Reconvening, thank you. Anybody? Obviously, nobody in the audience has anything to say about upcoming legislation.
I don't see anybody.
Anybody online have anything to say about the legislation that's coming up today? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Lori, you have the floor.
Proposed resolution to pay the bills of the sixth abstract of twenty twenty-six as presented, general fund vouchers 6342 to 6364, 15,399.41. Was that? Highway fund vouchers 6365 to 6381 and 6383, $79,395.58. SW1 Water District Fund Voucher 6382 and 6384 to 6385, $687.39. SW2 Water District Fund Voucher 6386 for $8,120.
Make the motion.
A second.
I assume everybody had.
Mhm.
Yes.
Abstracts.
All in
We did.
favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried. Proposed resolution to accept minutes of January 20, February 3 and 17, and March 3rd.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried. Proposed resolution to set the pay range for highway mechanic.
I don't know anything about this.
Okay, table it.
Anybody know anything about it?
We mean,
To advertise this in your packet, to advertise it, we had to put
You have to put a pay.
you have to put the amount to what you're gonna pay them.
right.
And I was looking at what you had budgeted, so you have to determine what it is.
Do we know what the current person
That
is getting?
would be a question for Colleen.
Yeah, that's it.
I think we table it.
Okay.
That's your current guys like through every week anyway.
Do that, Billy. Okay.
Well, do it in April though, because he's leaving what, the end of May?
Yeah,
So we really need to get on it.
Yep. I'll put it on April.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
it's not asking us what the amount is, it's just asking,
You have to set a
Us.
pay range.
When you
pay
advertise.
range.
Yeah.
And don't we have a pay range? Doesn't Ronnie
That's
have a
not
pay
my
range?
department, So I don't know.
Yeah,
what
we
it
do,
is.
but I don't know it off the top of my head.
But we should already have one.
Yes,
Yeah.
so,
Never ring.
but we can still say, yes, we're going to, the law requires a pay range to be included in the job posting. Yes, it does. And we want the pay range to be put in there. What our pay range is we'll get from Colleen. It's already
It
set.
should be in
current-
the resolution, so we kind of need to get what it is. It should be in this resolution.
And your current person in this position has been there for many, many years, so his pay rate may be extremely high than what you want to bring somebody in at.
Okay, let's get to the facts.
Yeah.
Do we agree that it should be in the resolution?
Yes.
Yes.
So then we'll have that in front of us.
For the April meeting.
Right, so we have to table.
Yep, we just need to act on it at that next meeting, our next
Okay.
meeting, so.
Well, we have
Lori, can
two
you make sure
weeks.
that gets on the agenda again?
Yeah.
That's
Put it
all
on
I'm
the
worried
board,
about.
So we don't. This next, resolution is you as well, Lori?
Yep, there's quite a few here, so. Okay, this resolution is for our office, for our records retention.
Mhm.
They update it every few years, and we have to adopt it. So, the proposed resolution is to adopt the LGS 1, which is the local government schedule records retention and disposition schedule. Do you want me to read the whole resolution or?
No.
I don't know what it is, I'm comfortable moving forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried.
Lori, on this next one, can you do roll call, please?
Yes. Proposed resolution to provide $13,000 to the Lake Luzerne Chamber of Commerce for food truck and music in the park for the 2026 season, which will be reimbursed by Warren County funds.
I'll make that motion and I can inform you that it was through the committee at the county last time, and I saw that name and number on the list. So it goes to the full board on Friday.
I'll second that.
Councilman Ovett,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pettis,
Abstain.
Councilwoman McMahon,
Yes,
Councilman Morton,
Yes.
Supervisor Niles.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Proposed resolution to provide funds in the amount of $5,450 from the milfoil line, which is A 8790.4 to the Lake Association for monitoring of the lake and educational purposes.
Last year we gave them 6,000. Look for this piece of paper for the breakdown. of What they're asking for this year.
I emailed it to everyone and it is in your packet.
Right.
Yeah, look, there's like mine, so. Can I look at that?
It's kind of a combination of things, attend conferences, do the sampling on the lake, run the program at the high school, that students involved, and run the library
24,000.
talks. I think you had 3 or 5 last year library talks.
Wait a minute. This should be authorization to enter into a contract for 500.
Okay.
Right? 5,450 is not what we did last year to make. it
That's
legal.
what I thought.
Yeah, I did something to make it legal. I don't remember what. So
So just authorization not to provide funds, but authorization to enter into a contract with the Lake Association in the amount of $5,450.
Okay.
I just have one question. And I apologize if this came up while I was gone.
it did not. We didn't talk about this one.
That specifically, but in providing funds to organizations not directly affiliated with the town, are we going to adopt a standard form where we need to get some sort of report or information so that we can keep tabs on this, so it's even and fair for
everyone.
every outside organization that asks for town money?
Good idea.
Yeah, the one that you had brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You brought it up.
Yeah, then I don't,
You
you
can adopt
have it, okay, all right.
This one will be easy to incorporate this because we already have a contract, so I'll just incorporate all this into it. Okay.
So you're gonna.
Do we want to bring that up in April for,
That's up to Mary.
Yeah, I think we should.
to
Adopt it
adopt
now.
that?
I don't think we ever adopted it. You were gonna look at it and maybe adjust it.
Yeah, I'll, you can pass resolution, you don't have to, if you wanna see the contract first, that's fine. But I'll redo the contract we had done last year and incorporate these things.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So let's read us the resolution, read me the resolution as modified.
Resolution authorizing the supervisor, it should be, right?
Mhm.
To enter into a contract with the Lake Association in the amount of $5,450 from the milfoil line, and all the rest of that stays in there.
Can we add contingent upon town council's approval?
Okay.
To cover us, okay?
That motion.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried. Proposed resolution to set a part-time meal site cook hourly rate at $18.25 and to advertise for the position.
This was brought to me by Barb,
Mhm.
so that she can advertise for somebody to fill in when Steve is out on vacation or sick or whatever. So probably wouldn't have a budget impact. It's be like for his days off and stuff like that. Really, all we're asking for at this point is just permission to advertise at that rate.
Is that why we were closed Thursday and Friday? Senior Center was
No,
closed.
they were,
Isn't that the grease trap?
yeah, pumping the grease traps and
Oh, okay,
septic tank, stuff like that,
okay.
right?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried.
Lori, could you do me a favor and tell her that that was passed?
I will. Yep.
The next one, while you're writing your notes there, it's to move the April 21st meeting to the 22nd, because there's a conference that half of our
We will be,
team is gonna be gone.
Elaine and I will both be out of the office for the conference.
That's from,
We can be back for that meeting if you want to do it on that day.
Birthday, so that'll get me out of the doghouse, yeah.
you don't want to change it, huh?
Yeah. right.
That's fine with me to change it. I have no.
22nd at 4.
Is that good for everybody?
I have nothing, I'm good.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
April 22nd is a public board meeting.
We should be done by 7. Right?
This is
Yeah.
a 4 o'clock
Oh,
meeting.
that's a 4
Yeah.
o'clock meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if we're not done by 7.
I have to be, so that's good. Proposed resolution to appoint
Nancy Jo Belongia.
to the Board of Assessment Review.
I'll make it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried. Proposed resolution to appoint to the Planning Board.
We want to wait or do we want to do it now?
I'm
I'd
free to
like
do
to
it
make
now.
a motion to appoint Darren Cirillo.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I will write,
Opposed?
I'll write Mr.
Hearing none
Ford a
carried.
thank you letter.
A proposed resolution to schedule the workshop on the employee policy and handbook. That's not on your agenda because we just added it at the last.
I didn't know, I had asked for this. I don't know if everybody want to be there or just a couple of us. I've been working with Kelly, kind of on it. And gotten some feedback from, a couple other people. So it's up to you, but I think we really need to get on it because there's a lot of stuff that's not in there that really concerns me.
So Wendy,
What do you think would be most productive? A full board or just a committee?
Subcommittee.
Subcommittee.
But I didn't want to say that.
And I mean, we need to meet, if we could do it at 2:00, Colleen can attend with whoever. And then we can get everything, our ducks in a row and then present it to the board.
If it's just a committee. How many people? Two?
Sure.
Two or how about two?
2 is fine. I mean, I'll be one of them. I have no problem with it.
Four, which means it doesn't have to be a formal meeting.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I've had a lot of dealings with HR stuff, so I kind of know some of the stuff too, so that's why I wanted to be involved.
and who else is gonna be on it?
Jim Niles.
No. Or if you, I can just do it with Colleen. I have no problem with that either. I don't. Annie and I have been working together, and Annie and I can do it. You have no problem with that?
I don't
I
have.
second Annie.
Is Annie willing?
Yeah.
Well,
All right, so do we need a resolution for that?
No.
No.
That, no, 2:00 sometime, you said?
Yeah.
Try not to make it Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Any other day. if you-
I forget what I discussed.
Okay.
We're on to discussions, milfoil contract quotes.
I'll jump on this one. Look for this, which just hit your emails today. It says milfoil harvesting quotes. Before I start reading this,
Oh, I
I'm
think
not
I
sure if
got
we have to do this or not. It's under 30,000, so I don't know if that impacts it. But, I sent an email to 4 potential, they call them dash, diver assisted suction harvesters, a guy with a boat sucking up the weeds in the lake. And my email asked for a daily rate to harvest Eurasian milfoil. And I told them it would be about 10 or 15 days of work, and that number is based upon the little bit that we did last fall. Okay. The expenditure is funded by our budget line 90.4. We have the contract, and we got the check today from the county for 41,666. So the money's there. These are in no particular order other than the order that they responded to me. Basically, number 3 is the contractor that last did this work for us during the summer before we put in for Silicor. Very, very good. They did a beautiful job, but he's semi-retired and he's pretty sure he wouldn't be able to do it. He's only doing a couple jobs around his area. But because he and I had a good working relationship, I asked him, let's do a quote anyways, just so we can compare numbers. Number 4 is his son. Okay. So quote number 1 is Aqualogic. They've done it several times for us. Quote number 2, the guy suggested that we use 2 divers on the boat at the same time. So I went back to Aqualogic and said, how much for 2 divers instead of 1? So the first 2 quotes are 2 divers diving on the boat. It's out there. Aqualogic wants $1,950 a day and $100 one-time mobilization charge. Aqualogic is a little unorganized. We had a couple of troubles with them several years ago. So I'm thinking it will probably take them 13 days to do what we think we need to do. So that would be 25,450. When we look on aquatic services, I go to most of the Warren County Saltwater Conservation meetings, and these guys come highly recommended from the folks over on Screw Lake. That's where I got their name. So I've been talking to them. He's the guy that proposed using 2 divers. That both quote 1 and 2 would use their own boats, so we wouldn't have to fix our boat, which needs a little bit of repair. And I think his guys could probably do it in 10 days, and they do a much nicer job. His price is $27,500. Number 3 is the guy that probably can't do it. Number 4 is his son. He would only want to do 1 diver, and I figure that'll take 15 days, which puts it at 36,000. Here's my dilemma, being very blunt. I think number 2 is the better value, even though he's a couple thousand higher than number 1.
You said we had problems with number 1 before?
Yeah.
What are the problems?
He didn't show up 1 year at all. That was COVID. He doesn't do a very good job quantifying what he's taken out of the lake. Frequently consider a little late.
Yeah.
And last fall, I think we would have to check IDs, make sure they're old enough to be out there. I was a little worried about that. So what I'm looking for, if you're comfortable, if you need more info, fine. But number 2 already called me and said he's getting hooked up, so here I'll put the squeeze on you. I would request the board give me permission to issue him a letter that we intend to contract with. And I kind of like that for 2 reasons. One is to get us booked, but secondly, we have to do the contract.
Right.
By the way, I have 2 or 3 old versions, which I can email you.
I have last year's.
Well, we did it on real short notice last fall, so I'm not sure, but it's a click for me to send you the notes.
Okay.
So if you feel like you got enough, here's the whole file, the emails I sent them and the
Yeah,
proposals.
I'll make a motion that we give you that permission to send a letter of intent.
I second it.
Is that a good way to handle it?
Mhm.
Everybody okay?
I mean,
Yep.
unless you just want to hire them.
Well, we have to do the contract.
Do the same thing you did for the Lake Association.
Yeah.
Should be all right with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, like that.
Add,
Mhm.
supervisor to whatever I gotta do and
Mhm.
attorney approval.
What's,
Oh,
27.
I'm assuming you're in agreement with me to use
Yes.
the contractor number 2?
Yeah.
Which is-
27,500.
Jim, I just have a quick question. At what point, because I know we're starting to see the plants come back. At what point does the process, or does it get determined that we should start looking at Priscilla Core again, possibly?
I talked to, Steve McNally, who's the supervisor of the town of Minerva. They did theirs a year sooner than us. And, we were the second one in the ADA to get the approval. He's applying now for the summer, which will be his first reapplication. The rumor going around is the APA didn't want to hear any of us go back to 3 years. The basis of that 3-year number was the Facilitar people said it will have pretty good effect for 3 years. So he's been 4. Depending on what we see, and that's another reason I kind of like contractor number 2 is he'll keep a lot better records of what he finds out there. Based upon what we see from him, I could see us possibly applying this fall for next summer.
Or next summer's,
Right.
summer's funding. My second question is, do you know if they're planning on doing a second study to corroborate what they found, possibly with like the residual on Lake George?
I don't.
Okay.
I had a conversation last week. I can't remember the gentleman's name. His last name is Levitsky, who's with the Lake George Association. And, yes, thank you. Chris Levitsky. And the conversation was about something else, but I did kind of pop it in there. He really didn't have an answer yet.
Okay.
Steve McNally from Minerva says he's talked to every APA board member and he doesn't think he's got any problem getting a permit. Of course, the APA is well aware of Lake George Association's findings. I don't think it's gonna matter, but Lake George Park Commission has come out and said point blank, it doesn't matter, and it's probably not correct. I don't know if that's the case or not. Dave Wick retired, but Joe Theron, Joe, I think it's Theron, is the new guy. He worked with Dave for 15 years, so he knows what's going on. The validity of that test that found the stuff in the mud is questioned.
Well, by going with the second one, we're gonna have a second opinion anyway.
Yeah,
Which might be good.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll call?
Want roll call on that?
No.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried.
Like I said, if anybody wants to see the backup, I have it. I'll be giving it to Lori though pretty soon.
Discussion about the school crossing.
School crossing guards. Anybody know how to start that discussion?
They just need a guard. That's all I know about.
Mhm.
If somebody called and said they want a guard,
Ms.
Yeah.
Schuman came in and asked if I'd put it on the agenda because they need a crossing guard. We used to provide the crossing guard. I don't know what happened with that, honestly.
Retired years ago. The older gentleman retired, right?
No, we had
Rick.
the
Jennifer.
buildings and grounds.
Yeah, yeah.
that would
Building
take
and grounds.
turns.
12 years ago when I first came, was an older gentleman. He only worked like 3 hours a week and I think he retired. And then you can start sending a buildings and grounds person down when they're available.
Right.
do you think it's needed?
I'm gonna have to wear 2 hats here. Do I think a crossing guard is needed? Should the town be responsible to make these people fall traffic and rule violations? There's big flashers, there's a big yellow sign to point down, but nevertheless, there is probably 200-300 people that cross there.
I don't.
It used to be a
think
budget
it's the
item in the
town's
budget.
responsibility.
It did used to be, and it was like.
And that's what, maybe when you build your budget next year, you could try and put that in there, look for a part-time employee. But is it? Do I think we should have to do this? No, but is it needed? Probably yes.
Okay.
Because my people, the people who park there.
If you could take both hats off, do you think it's a town responsibility? Yeah.
Do you know? They didn't stop having the guard when they moved the younger kids up this way.
No,
right?
I had
It
it
was-
up
No,
there
we-
3 years
yeah.
ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I I actually came down and met with Gene and Beecher and everybody when the gentleman retired and he's said, well, something. It was, last I knew it was
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Last thing it was Jordan, go over there half hour in the morning, half hour in the afternoon.
buildings and grounds. Good.
Mhm.
Okay, any more discussion on that for now? So I guess the short answer is we won't be doing it this year. Right?
But you will consider putting it in the budget.
For
She's
next
gonna come to me and ask me.
She's gonna call me.
Obviously, you can give her the, yes,
Someone from Buildings and Grounds to cover us this year and then have it in the budget for next year.
One available.
We'd have to talk to Rick, right? I don't know.
I mean. It
They're not
it
as
wasn't
busy.
figured. It's not a huge amount of money, obviously, but it wasn't figured, but I know that for a fact.
It's important, you know, I mean, you don't want to say, okay, well, since you got hit, now we're gonna put a crossing guard there. Let's prevent it from happening. I mean,
It's every
I've
day.
seen people going by that they should have stopped and they haven't, or they're doing 50 miles an hour.
And more people might be more apt to walk down to that
Yeah,
Mill Street and use it when they see a guy doing an orange vest and a sign versus across.
that's sidewalk.
So that's town parking lot except 45 feet of it. And that's where they're all going over.
Mhm.
Because it's short.
And now some of our younger kids go over to that
Playground.
Jim's playground. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the board tells me to see if Rick can man it, then I'll be happy to do that.
I think that would be good to see if we can get somebody if possible.
Mhm.
And then
If
look at-
not, let's get somebody on this. I think that's an important thing.
If Rick can man it, we can go ahead with it.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's,
If not, we'll just have to bring it back to the board.
I don't think it's gonna bankrupt us, but you know, we are tight, so.
it's an hour, 7:30 to 8 and 2:30 to 3, you know, it's an hour.
Mhm.
Family.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know about that.
kayak storage rental, Colleen would just like a date when this officially starts. She would prefer May 1st.
Okay.
Good.
Anybody else?
It's October 1st, right, that they have to be
Out.
out by?
I thought it was Columbus Day.
I think it's
Columbus Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we put that in there?
I think that should be in there too, yeah.
So you want May 1st through October 15th?
Columbus Day.
Columbus Day,
That's right,
This
it's
is
Day.
always gonna change,
Yeah,
right.
and that's always, it's gonna be on before the 15th.
it'll be before the 15th. Yeah, just.
So I
October.
think
Okay.
having the 15th, that's
Yeah.
October
Just
15th,
on the
okay.
Record, I
Yeah.
guess we make a motion.
I think so, yeah.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Hearing none carried. Discussion on the Warren County Social Services Work Program. I had given you all that for the last meeting and then nobody really talked about it. But the gentleman that brought the information and talked to me came back to check on what you guys thought, so I wanted to make sure you did it today. So you all have it in your packets.
All right, let's make sure it's on the agenda for next time.
I just think.
I haven't read it.
Well, then I'll let one of you guys talk to Mr. Kelly, okay? 'Cause
Has anybody read it?
I
I read
did
some,
read the
but yeah.
email, but I'm not gonna retain it. No, I didn't retain much of what I read.
No.
I just kind of,
I skimmed it real fast.
Yeah.
Frankly, I didn't read it close enough. I don't remember what they're asking us to do or comment or whatever. So
it sounded like we weren't in compliance of something, right? From what
the social services,
yeah,
Save that.
we don't have to be in oh, I don't know, but Mary's reading it actually. What it was is people, the town used to have people come in for these programs from the county. But it got to be a difficult thing to schedule them. Sometimes they'd be scheduled, they wouldn't show. Or they couldn't do what they were supposed to do, you know, so, and that's back when Glenn Shield was here. And he just finally asked to stop doing it because it was just too much.
But that wasn't the social services work program, that was employment and training.
Okay, I didn't know if there were two different
That's
things
two different
really,
things,
but
because we
yeah,
did it under the TANF budget, and that was my department.
okay.
And we did not get any, well, last year, we did not get any applicants for Lake Luzerne.
Okay.
I mean, not for the town, we did for some of the private,
Yeah.
but we didn't for the town.
Do they have to live in town?
Yes. Well,
For this program?
for Lake Luzerne, yes, they have to be a Lake Luzerne resident, not a Hadley Luzerne resident, Lake Luzerne.
Oh, I don't know.
Because now Saratoga County also has the same program. But they would get paid through Saratoga County,
What about the
I
kids
don't
that
think
came?
they're
over
gonna get
for-
paid.
Warren County,
They're not getting paid.
Come and work.
anyone in Warren County can come.
That's what I thought.
But they need transportation.
Yeah, that's.
So what do you think the correspondence is looking for us to do?
With the social services, I'm thinking that might be different than what,
Mary's reading it now.
Yeah.
Talking about services, go
It
ahead.
looks like they want to send people here to work that are on certain social service benefits. They want to send them here to get work experience. So you would be entering into a contract where they could send you people on certain benefits and you would give them work experience of some sort.
But not have to pay them, is that correct?
Is there anything that says that there was like a minimum requirement of?
There's no requirement.
Oh, okay.
It says you can call them to discuss the benefits to your agency.
Yeah.
But it is not a requirement.
So I'm just gonna speak on this from the private sector. I've had, I think, it's a youth program. Where, disadvantaged youth. The county places them at different jobs at my place. For four, in terms of really good productivity. But I don't know if the jury's still out, if I'm 0 for 4, whether or not it was positive for those kids while they were, I mean, I know it was positive, but how much they actually retained from it. So I can't say that my business necessarily benefited from it 100%. There were some like attendance issues and obviously some discipline things. But it is positive for the community as a whole, I would say. Whether the town wants to take on that responsibility is different, but I, as a business owner, always give them a chance.
that's a town, can I, what? And I'm sure it's because of the WIOR funding and things like that, why social services is going into it instead of employment and training or workforce development. They do use the school. They used to have someone go in with Darcy and do violin and things like that. We had the town clerk's office, we had
We did have,
someone come in.
gal there.
We had, for the transfer station, we did have a young gentleman that was there helping out, giving breaks and stuff. On our side, well, on the side of the county, it was something that was needed. And it gave them work experience, it gave them an income of their own that they were, but it also required an awful lot. Because they were underage, they weren't driving, they didn't have,
Supervision.
right? You need to have somebody appointed to them that supervises their every move.
And you're adding another duty to your employee who now is gonna organize and supervise somebody else.
Yeah.
And
What about liability?
now I'm sure if you're in the contract, yeah, in the contract, you're
Okay, so if there's an accident, it's not the town's fault.
No, because
I used to be an HVAC contractor and I did a few of these and I think I would almost verbatim say the same thing Bain said. It probably actually cost me some money because it would slow my guys down. But I think it probably was some kind of hard to quantify benefit. community, perhaps. I guess I'm on the fence. One of the things when they worked for me, it was real important who I put them with. Somebody that was willing to be slow down,
Mhm.
take the time to explain to a young man or young woman what they're doing. I don't know if we have those skills in our,
Well, I don't think they're asking for private sector. I think they're looking for,
not what I'm saying is, let's say we, yes, we, put a student in buildings and grounds. Is there a guy in buildings and grounds that can cultivate that individual?
but
Or would
what,
it be a waste?
what it is by doing that, they're putting them into the retirement system at an early age. They're getting them into the retirement system. That's where the key is in that.
Would we have to pay them? Is that what it said? No,
that's- They'll be paid from social
So they're
services.
kids.
They are
They
kids.
could be.
Yeah,
No, not
They could be anything.
This one looks like adult.
Yeah.
That one's adults.
But you said we put them into the retirement.
It's not you.
So they're in tier 6 before tier 7 hits.
Oh. Getting them started off. So
They're getting
I
started.
think this is adults because it's talking about letting them drive town cars. It sounds like adults. But that could be something you clarify with them.
I think we should talk to our two major department heads first.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the staff to,
I don't-
small town to, a staff that's
And Rick,
to do it, yeah.
I'll talk to Rick and Brian.
And plus, they still need to be, they have to be interviewed. You know, I mean, if we say yes, we're, you know, hey, we'll take anyone that's willing to work, that wants to work. I mean, a lot of people want a job till they get one, but if they actually want to show up, that's the biggest part. Just getting them there is to show up. But they still have to apply, they're filling out an application, they still have to be approved for that position.
Would you help me with the pitch to Rick and Ron?
Sure.
Yeah, everybody okay with that? Ron?
Mm-hmm.
I think probably Lori, I should send off a note to the fellow that's pounding on our door, so at least we can tell him we're thinking about it. Everybody knows, I think that Barb Mitchell is retiring in June, right, Pam?
Yes.
So I just want to put this on the agenda as a reminder, we need to start thinking about that.
We'll have to advertise that also, right? Okay,
Well, we don't have to, because the board did a resolution that positions don't have to be advertised anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think she had someone that,
yeah, we have an interested party already into that, and that's another one I think we just need to move along on also, because that person have to be trained and they have to get a CDL. So, you know, for the band.
I had some discussions with Barb and Lisa. And Lisa seems to be the natural person to step into that position. And if that's the case, she wants to give her current employer a 30-day notice. Which means we need to,
do it in May.
start working on it in April and formalize it in early May.
Well, and Jim and I have a meeting with County Office of the Aging in first part of April.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they would have to
Replace Lisa.
replace Lisa, so I think, you know,
Now that's Lisa's boss we're meeting, with, right?
yes.
G.
Huh? Yeah, D.
Is it still D?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't know how long it takes to get a CDL, so I don't know.
It was CDLC.
I'm not sure with the passenger.
And-
is that what it
Yeah.
is?
That boss, I guess, is a certain size, we have to see.
It's the van, a 15 passenger van, and I think that's just, you just have to pay at the DMV.
Yeah,
she's gotta be trained and stuff, so it's gonna take a while to.
Barb also said, I'm pretty sure if I received the message correctly, that they really don't We need a vehicle of that size, so therefore they really don't need a CDL, but that bus is paid for.
And
Keep that in the back of your heads too.
Yeah, Barb had to actually go take the regular CDL
Yeah,
test, just like
Yeah.
the guys at the highway had to do.
yeah.
There was only a couple things she didn't have to do, but the rest of it, she had to do the same thing they did.
can we put that on, the agenda for next month if we can get, a letter from the person that's interested
Okay,
and we could move on it? Does
so
that sound like a plan?
get letter, well, probably
Like a plan?
application from Lisa.
So I can take care of that. Cause kind
You
of,
don't have to wait,
Oh,
figure out money,
Yeah.
salaries, you don't have to wait on that.
cause I'm kind of liaison between two of them, so
Been discussed and we're okay
Yeah.
with that.
she's fine with the salary.
Okay, thanks, Pam.
I have a question. Now that Lori just confirmed that we don't need to advertise those positions, should we say something? Or move on?
Water treatment,
Yeah,
you mean on one or the other?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Hired.
Hard.
Oh, I gotta do something for
I'd
it.
make that.
yeah, got motion. Pointing,
Twenty,
Riley.
Riley.
that's
Yes,
her last. I got it. Riley Bowman,
how do you spell that?
BOWMAN,
Okay,
at $38 an hour to do our weekend water sample.
Second that.
and what is her title going to be? Weekend,
Is,
I think it's weekend water operator, I think
Yeah.
is, okay, I'll look it up and see for sure.
okay.
Name it, something, we have to find it, we can find it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it
Yeah.
is. So I'll look. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none carried?
Um. If there's anybody online have any comments, or requests in regard to the agenda for our next meeting? Is Kurt the only one on?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's leave that open just in case. I got some announcements and stuff.
Okay.
Part of the summer program that Lake Luzerne Association is going to do is with students, so they want permission. They're working with the school and they're doing some research. They're gonna want to put a sign up at each beach about environment and stuff like that. So I don't have a draft yet signed. But I'm just wondering if anybody's gonna have a basic problem with that. It's a good project. They're doing research. And they want to put up a sign about halves or milfoil or something like that.
Mhm.
I'll probably have a draft in a couple of weeks. I'll bring it back. I just want to make sure there's no conceptual problem. Gene has said that he wants to help us out with the concerts. So this is kind of a question for you, Mary. If Gene helps us out with the concerts, are we safe in terms of if he got hurt or something like that?
Mhm.
Yeah,
What do you mean helping out with concerts?
Well,
well,
He would come and he would like unlock the bathrooms, turn the power on. Put the cone, yeah, put the cones out, the signs, and then, close up when, at nighttime.
Yeah, so,
I-
yes, the answer is yes, and if he got hurt, is a town volunteer, it sounds like, or you'd be
yes,
paying him, so. yes.
he'd be a volunteer, and if it's not too much trouble, I'd like to give him an honorary title of park commissioner.
Yeah, I mean, I've asked him about it and he's offered to help me out with it. So. Yeah,
Okay.
I think,
No, that's it, okay.
I mean.
Well, if we
he
give a
gets
salary of
hurt,
$1 a year,
well, either way, if he gets hurt, I mean, if you're paying him, it's workers' comp then too.
so we might better just let him volunteer for this year. See if it,
what if he's a volunteer?
Who was doing it?
he was
He was.
Oh, but he was.
supervisor, so he would do it for me.
But, I mean.
Like what happens if one of your people gets hurt?
Same thing.
Huh?
What happens if one of the chamber people gets hurt?
Same thing.
Right, well,
So we're covered, right?
Yeah, your insurance. will
Yeah.
cover it.
Yeah, I mean, and the chamber has insurance too, you know, but
It's no additional risk really then.
It's no additional risk to the person listening to the concert and trip and fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or break an arm on your playground.
Anybody have a problem with
No.
dubbing him park commissioner? The guy.
Not unless there's any some sort of legal.
yeah.
Then no.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Do it.
I can't find it. We got a nice, another little thank you from somebody, from Senior Center with another donation of $100. Happy Bauer. Bauer.
Yep.
Nice card, don't you? Pass it down.
Her mother just passed away a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And they always used to come here.
Tucker, can you talk for a second about Mr. Cunningham?
Yeah, so I sent you guys the kind of update that he provided us. Basically, he secured the door. Put plywood, the windows that were just kind of boarded up with 2x4s. So that was step one, and we just kind of wanted to see what your guys' take was on that, see if that sufficed. And again, we're going to continue to kind of monitor, make sure that he's fulfilling his agreement here, but we just want to make sure that that was sufficient for what he's done so far. But I sent that to you guys. I don't know if you guys saw
Yeah.
basically everything that he's done. But just wanted your guys' take on, make sure that's sufficient.
Just start the discussion a little bit. I'll say, I think we should give him some time to see if he does the next thing, like he says he will.
Yeah.
In his time frame, yeah.
All right. I'm pretty sure I emailed you all the goals of projects for the master plan. Take a look at that at your leisure.
I didn't get that, I don't think.
Oh, I can send it again. It's no problem.
On
Send it to you again.
the town email.
I'm not sure. You're putting it on the homeowner of the town. I'll just send it to you again.
Okay, thank you. Sorry,
That's why
Jim.
I reminded everybody about the
Yeah,
process.
I'm getting town
Yeah.
emails.
yeah, I would need it on my town email. I prefer it there.
Yeah.
We got $5,000 from Warrensburg to plow whatever road it is up there, but they have not signed the contract. See where that goes.
Are you gonna contact Kevin and have him do that and send it back to
Um,
us, or do you want me to?
Last conversation I had, he was gonna talk to his board again, and he was gonna talk to his highway superintendent again. That was at the last county board meeting, so that was almost a month ago. He did tell me at that point he was gonna send a check, which he did. I'd be inclined to say, let's let it percolate for a little bit.
Well, then can we take the money?
Yeah, we.
Oh,
that's-
take the money.
Oh,
Been
okay.
Yeah.
paying the money though. As their counsel, that brings me some thoughts.
Okay,
All right,
um,
I'll wait to hear from you guys.
I started a loose ends list, just so we don't forget stuff. If anybody wants to talk about this, fine. Otherwise, I'm just gonna read them quick. Power in the park.
Yep,
You're on it?
I'm gonna be, yep, I'm on that.
I don't want to talk about this now because I'm tired as well as everybody. Our fee policy, when our scale goes down, I don't think we've finished that. Music camp assessment, that's
That's me, that's in my,
okay,
not here, it's on my list.
okay. Garbage. By the way, I found the proposal from the waste company. It was what it is, if you want to look at it. The $500,000 thing.
Yeah, that was covering every.
Well. My problem with that is I was a contractor for years, and if you get an RFP that's 2 inches thick, it raises your price. We got no responses to the actual RFP, and I think part of that was because we required a bid bond just to bid it. You guys know what that means? If you want to bid it, they had to get about $50,000 bid bond. I think all of that kind of tainted the numbers, but still the numbers so high. If anybody wants to read that, I found it. I was cleaning out some of Gene's files. I found it. I have it in my desk. It was just under 500 grand and it went up. Yeah, if it's 25 grand or 50 grand every year.
The last meeting I was at, we were gonna set a committee, did that? Not while I was gone.
No, it didn't
No,
happen while you were
Because
gone.
well, I know Pam talked and I talked with Corinne about that's what we were gonna follow up on, which they don't have, the town is not picking up garbage, it's all.
I think the people, because I went down River Road today in Corinth, and there was one of the Twin Bridges, small truck picking up stuff,
Mhm.
but apparently they must be doing that themselves. But the village has something, but the town doesn't.
Okay, so let's keep that alive.
Yep.
Vendor permit procedure. We talked about it a little bit. We don't need to worry about it right now because we all agreed that we should issue the permit for the hot dog person. But keep in mind, we were gonna set up a date when they can apply and maybe a couple of rules. Keep it in the back of your head.
Mary, did I give you a form, like an outline for that as well? With the vendor, I know.
I don't remember. I can look.
Sure.
Okay. Reset, I'll try to find that and I'll resend it, yeah.
One thing that we do at the chamber is we put on all our communications to like our food trucks that they must, this is what you have to do. You have to get contact the town clerk and get the permit. And then I just gave them a list of everybody that should be coming in, and I stay in communication and make sure that everybody does get them before the night that they're supposed to come.
This one goes back several years. Pavilion registration. I'm bringing it up. If we say, forget it, leave it alone, then I'll cross it off and won't say it again. But for now, let's keep thinking about
Are
it.
you talking about to reserve the pavilion?
Yes. If we decide to do it, I'll do it. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
There's, the pros and cons, maybe we'll end up flipping a coin.
Do we have a stipulation you need to be a Luzerne resident to reserve that? We don't.
We have
There's no rules.
no rules.
First come, first served.
That's what Cindy and I kept saying all these years, that it was mainly out of town people that were using it. And like our family, we came up, we wanted to use the pavilion one day. I already knew there was an event in there. But I mean, we had to go over on the beach side and we kind of set up down by the beach, and then we got spoke to by Glenn, oh, you're not supposed to be setting up there. And so we never did it again. But I kind of felt at the time that if it was anybody else in town that came, just, they couldn't use it. And we don't charge anybody for anything, there's no rules, there's nothing.
Well, maybe, I think that needs to be addressed.
I did get a copy of Lake George's form that they use for Usher's Park.
Yeah.
I know where Usher's Park
I
is.
do.
It's over by the garrison, the little ways.
Mhm.
So if we want to pursue that, I have that, we can look at it as a basis to start. Okay. Anybody have anything else?
Yeah.
The other two things I had on here, we already covered. So.
Can we add the pavilion thing to the next regular meeting? Because I think we should get that hashed out before the summer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they'll be calling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll email that thing from Usher's Park.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, their preferences. Residents have a preference, actually, I think it's free for residents, and they have to pay if you're not a resident.
That sounds fair.
But someone has to organize it and police it.
That's the other thing, we don't have anybody
Yeah.
policing it.
If you make a mess, they're gonna come get you.
I am your park commissioner.
That, but we do have a constable too, so.
That's it right there, constable.
That's one thing I would like to have as a constable at all of the concerts,
Yep.
at least for a couple hours.
I was gonna ask Mary if our guys are legal, insured, and appropriate to use at the
Constable.
concerts.
You just have to appoint them.
Okay,
Well, Steve is already court officer constable.
So we would have to just pay him for those
I
being
think it's an
there.
hourly thing.
Yeah,
Can if, I'm fine with having a constable, but I think that he's gotta be in uniform,
Mhm.
some
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
uniform.
Yeah.
And not just
No.
walking amongst the people, cause I think
Yeah.
it's a recipe for disaster. I mean, we were this close last summer.
Yeah, it would have been helpful if he'd been easily identified as
Yeah.
a kind of officer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm fine with using a constable.
Yeah.
Even I don't want, just making a suggestion. When you have those really successful bands like Big Sky Country, I think it was,
the refrigerators in.
that bring a younger crowd. That's
Drinking.
drinking, and a lot of them. I think we should call the sheriffs and just let them know,
Okay,
for something like that, cause last year, I mean, we were this close
yeah.
to it being ugly. At that part,
Mhm.
so,
Almost had a fight.
And we only had him for like one or two, but I would like to have him there for everyone.
yeah,
I was thinking,
I agree.
of course, we won't know yet, but I think the Big Sky, we ought to have both there.
Yep,
yeah, it's a good problem to have,
Yes.
yeah,
honestly. You're bringing a lot of people and everybody's having a good time, but
okay, I can do that.
May I ask that I get a copy of the proposal that you get, well, the information you guys are gonna use for the
For the
park
park.
or the pavilion?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
I do.
And I've got one quick thing too.
Let's let Andy go first, okay?
Yeah, I would like to go into executive session.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I will not be here at the next meeting.
Thank you for saying that. I'm away March 25th to 29th or something like that.
Okay,
Leave it Wednesday, back on Monday.
Are you talking the regular meeting?
Yes, on the 7th.
Okay,
We have a zoning update committee meeting. Was it Tuesday night?
March 24th, yeah.
It's Tuesday, right? Anybody wants to come? It's our third one,
Yep.
March one.
right here.
That-
Mary?
Six or seven.
Executive section.
Yeah.
Been up so long. Executive session for ongoing litigation, please.
We done with everything else?
I'm good. We're good, right?
Okay, I make a motion to go into executive session
second,
for attorney-client reasons. And that we will not be making any decisions, conducting any business when that ends.
All in favor?
I.
Opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Chase. And what did I promise?